Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is kind of a January wrap-up. I'm gonna finish filling in my spreads and adding some new ones to put my thoughts for each book I read this month. My favorite book in January was The Inheritance Games. This should not come as a shock if you watched my reading journal video for this book or if you follow me on Instagram. I'm literally obsessed. I love it so much. So I got this star stamp for my ratings. It was really hard to find. I had to buy a stamp with a gradient type pattern with a bunch of stars that were different sizes, and I just kind of cut off the size I wanted. It actually turned out to be much cheaper than buying individual star stamps in different sizes, and these are a lot smaller than anything else I found. So this page is kind of a happy accident. While I was planning how to add my book notes, I accidentally skipped a page. So I just made a title page for all of my January reads instead of redoing all of my planning. I actually really like the kind of break between my book journaling spreads and my book note spreads. I may do this from now on. I'm just kind of going in and adding some washi tape that kind of makes the spread look cohesive with the rest of the January setup. This contraption here is a letter stamp that I got on Amazon. I kind of love it and hate it. I searched all over for small stamps that could make words and weren't like individual letters. This seemed like the most convenient because I wouldn't have tiny letters all over the place to click together, but the little wheel thing is kind of a pain to turn and it kind of hurts. I do use it a ton in these spreads, and I do really like how it turned out, but if you decide to get this, be warned. Those wheels really dig in. This is my first reading journal, so it took me a little while to decide how I wanted to add my thoughts in for each book. I use the Notes app on my phone to jot things down while I'm reading so I don't forget things, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to add to my journal. I also wasn't sure what to do with the books I didn't finish because I didn't like them. This month I did not finish People Like Her because it was just the worst, and I didn't add it in my book notes, and I kind of wish I had just for future reference of why I didn't like it. What do you guys do? Do you just pretend you didn't read it, or do you put all of your opinions on the books you had, whether they were good or whether they were bad? Let me know in the comments below. I didn't get to every book on my TBR, mainly because I added in a few that I hadn't planned on, but I still ended up reading 9 books, most of which were really good. Only one of them was terrible. Obviously, The Inheritance Games was my favorite, but I was actually pleasantly surprised at The Wife Upstairs. That book was amazing. I sat down, started that book one morning, and literally finished it that day. That rarely happens. But gosh, it was so good. I could not believe how good it was. I'd highly recommend that book. think by the time I started stamping rating, I had finally gotten the hang of this stamp and how it works, the best way to use it. So I think it turned out really cute. I actually really like it. It was just really time consuming and slightly painful. So since I'm kind of new to this whole reading journal thing, what do you guys put in your reading notes? Do you just put what you thought about it? What kind of stuff do you add to your notes for every book? And do you rate your books? Sometimes it's really hard for me to add in a rating because, sure, the book was good, but was it that good? I don't know. I don't remember. So here is how my journal for January turned out. I am really happy with it. There are some things I want to do different in February, but overall I really like it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!